Greetings, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Howdy.
So, there's something new here. We have some guests here in our Dark Souls 2 adventure. May you, fine gentlemen, introduce yourselves?
Certainly. Who's first?
Well, that guy would happen to be Mr. Crimch.
And the person who introduced me is Interrupter Jones.
And we are both delighted to join you in Green Cavern, even though I thought it was called Black Gulch.
Yeah,
It's a little bit misleading, but there's blackness if you look down into, well, the holes.
Ah, yes, and there's a little black on the... Well, your cape is black, I suppose.
Yeah, but anyway, we left now. We're now in the actual DLC,
Okay.
and this is the door to it. And actually, you can enter this area before the door, even if you have not bought the DLC, and you are allowed to put down your summon signs, which basically allow you to join other players by those little statues outside there, and you can join them in the DLC. At least for a certain area that sucks, but we're not gonna see that area today. We're gonna see the good parts.
Alright.
Well, we would hate to see sucky DLC. Or DL Suck, as it's known.
I've never heard
Well-
that term before.
Neither have I, but DLCs are actually all pretty great, except for the co-op areas, which are, for the most part, pretty bad, because they're just kind of poorly designed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, this is pretty awesome so far.
You're waving to the giant dragon.
See
Yeah,
you
why
later,
not?
buddy. I
I mean, it's not like he's gonna do anything to me. He's scripted to just fly off and, well, and now he's just gone. Maybe we'll see him again, who knows.
I guess he just didn't have much to say.
Boring character.
God, dragons are always such boring characters. Am I
I know,
right?
overdone, right?
Now, how
Well,
about
that-
warriors like this? That
There you
is
go.
intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died without doing anything. That's fantastic.
Well, he has a stronger character arc. You didn't even get to interact with the dragon.
No, you
Yeah,
just waved
it's
to him and he ran
Winky,
off.
winky.
Alright, so I'm actually using a weapon that I also used in the main game, though not right now, that's just a dagger. But that huge-ass sword I'm using, I failed to actually say its name in the main LP, even though I really wanted to, because it's a German name.
Oh?
This weapon is called the Zweihänder.
Wait,
There, I said it.
you're German?
Zweihänder?
No, I'm not actually German.
Okay.
I'm Brazilian, yes.
Okay.
That's what I am.
Oh, that's
That's-
why I
that-
had trouble understanding your accent.
That's backwards. Normally the Germans go to Brazil.
Yeah.
So,
So
Zwei-
Zweihander would mean two-handed, right? Two-hander?
A two-hander it
Yeah.
is, if you translate it, yes.
So, because of the
Okay.
German artistry and creativity when it comes to naming things.
Yeah, it's not actually a name specifically for a sword, it just refers to things that you can wield two-handed to any weapon, basically.
Well, you're pretty boss if you can hold your shield and hold it one-handed, even though it's explicitly named a two-hander.
Yeah, I just roll like that.
Maybe he's got a second hand on his right side, hidden under the quick cape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that a Brazilian technique for holding the sword?
Totally, yes. And oh, since you've never actually played the game and you know nothing about it, you may not know that you can wield any weapon two-handed.
Okay.
Even if it's
Even
a one-hander?
a kitchen ladle, which is a weapon in the game.
Nice. I've had a kitchen ladle wielded against me a few times.
Tell me all about it.
That's not really relevant to the game.
Your wife's
really?
already putting you in your place, Crimch?
I'm not even married yet.
Yeah. Wait till you actually do get married,
Yeah.
huh?
Give me another 18 months or so.
Alright, so this area kind of has a lot of puzzle elements to it. Well, a lot. Very minor puzzle elements. People tend to call this area kind of reminiscent of a Zelda temple.
Okay, so there's switches. You have to hit the switches. They go into the ground. And then puzzle?
Yeah, basically. Those switches here just... They elevate platforms and lower them again. But later on we will just find other types of switches that do other things. But that's basically it, yeah, there's nothing more to it.
It's like Snowhead Temple without the snow, I guess.
Or the temple.
Well, there is a temple here, but we're not inside it yet, and there's also snow, but not in this DLC. But in another one.
Do you have to pay extra for snow?
Yes, you have to pay extra for snow.
Do you want some? We've got a bunch.
Oh no, I'm perfectly content with the coldest days being 39 down here.
Oh, such a shame.
I'm already crying over my plus 2 degrees Celsius here, but I guess I'm not gonna say anything anymore about that.
I live in the coldest major city in the world, guys.
Yeah, Mr. Winnipeg over here.
That's the one. And today, it's a balmy 4 degrees Celsius.
Wow.
Which is about
you must
39.
be putting on your swimming trunks already.
Absolutely, it's gorgeous.
That's probably t-shirt weather in Canada.
Pretty much. Well, you know what? It's t-shirt weather in March. In November, it's bitchy cold. You know.
Well, I'm always wearing t-shirts, but that's a secret.
Well, I
Under
knew that.
these clothes, you're wearing a t-shirt. Whoa!
Hey, Crimsh, do you remember this?
The dragon? Or
Well,
is it Ridge?
the dragon
from
also,
earlier?
but you did commentate with me on Dark Souls. Oh, right, no, we never actually saw that.
No, we
when
didn't.
we did Dark Souls. Okay, well, never mind then.
All right.
There is a dragon roasting a bridge in every Souls game so far.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Even in Demon Souls?
Yes, Demon Souls started it. It had the longest bridge and the most annoying dragon. 2 of them, actually.
Was that an invisible guy you just shot through?
No.
Oh, okay.
I shot a little bit to the right of him.
Okay.
Dang, that slingshot looked like it did a number of damage on him.
Well, that slingshot is actually a bow.
Oh,
That would explain some of it.
Yeah, and they turned visible because I destroyed their thingies. I don't know, there were statues or their corpses on those pedestals, and they shot them, and then they turned visible.
Ah.
And they're
you
actually
thingy
also...
destroyer.
Yeah, that. But they're actually also almost invulnerable. As long as they're invisible, they're only ever gonna take damage from elemental weapons, and I think they have higher resistances, which is annoying. But you could kill them if you felt like it.
Or you could just do it the way you did it.
Yeah, because I already know how to do it, so I do it that way.
Ah, fair enough.
Kill how you know, right?
Yep. That's my philosophy.
When do we get to kill the dragon?
Who says we're gonna get to kill it?
I don't know how
That's
to kill
why I
dragons.
asked
so I
when.
don't
You
do
could
it.
say
Yeah.
never.
Well... But that would obviously be a lie, because why introduce a dragon if you don't get to kill it?
Maybe it's a
Valid
friendly
point.
dragon.
Well, so far, actually, yeah, it's friendly. It just, you know, we waved at it, we greeted it, and then it killed a bunch of enemies for us who were just waiting on a bridge.
Maybe it's
Well, it's
going
his
to go
fault.
frolic
He's
with you in
burning
the autumn
bridges.
mists. Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll never get in contact with him again.
Well, the bridge is still standing, though, which kind of ruins the metaphor.
Just a
Oh,
little.
you got me.
But, yeah. It's alright. There will be others.
Yeah, there's more bridges, but I'm not sure if the dragon will show up there.
You're not sure, but you're the one who played this.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to pretend that I don't know things, but I know
It's
everything.
a mystery. Spoiler alert. God.
This
Sorry.
dragon's name is Hulk Hogan, by the way.
Is it really?
Is that why he burned bridges?
I don't know. Do you actually think that dragon is called Hulk Hogan?
No, but that would be pretty awesome.
Well, you will be delighted to hear that this game has a very deep and open to interpretation lore, and I decided to be very open with my interpretations, and we might get to hear that later.
Does it get to sound like Hulk Hogan? I would buy this game right now if there was a dragon that is voice acted by Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
80s Hulk Hogan or like movie Hulk Hogan?
Both.
Well, that would be fun.
Could also be like 2014 Hulk Hogan, which no one wants to see that.
Yeah, then he started talking about how awesome conservative policies are.
Hogan knows best.
Most of the time.
Oh, you've been poisoned.
Well, I don't care.
Oh.
Was that an antidote you just took?
No, it was a life gem.
You just take the poison?
Yeah, it gradually heals myself and counteracts the poison. It's more common and better than the antidote item.
I like to just think you just tank the poison, like you don't even give a fuck.
I could also do that.
Ooh,
Rather,
creepy
I
music.
think I'd die.
What do all
Messages.
those messages say?
We'll never know.
They're probably trolling. A lot of them are.
Oh, so there are trolls in this sanctum.
Yeah, the trolls are other players, though.
Oh, I gotcha.
The scary part is the other players are uglier than most trolls.
There's also trolls in this game. Or rather, no, they're called ogres, never mind. But maybe there's also trolls. I'm not entirely sure on the official namings of some of the enemies, but it doesn't really matter anyway.
True.
Oh, shit!
There's
He
your
got
snow.
pelted.
Yeah, but I don't care.
He just tanks it.
Jeez. Iggy, did you write manhood101.com? Learn how to
No.
tank shots like it ain't no thing?
No, I'm just too lazy to actually dodge.
Oh, so your awesomeness is derived from laziness.
Yeah. Plus, I know that I'm actually pretty close to the next bonfire, which lets me heal.
Huh?
And
Okay.
replenish all of my healing items, which is the best thing. But we have to solve a very difficult puzzle first. Do you see that thing there on the wall? That's a switch.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And the puzzle is...
Is to shoot that switch.
Whoa, okay, I need a minute to think about this.
Yeah.
Is your mind already blown?
It started that way, Iggy, don't worry.
But you would have to find a step ladder to get up to the switch to hit. This is just too hard to solve. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
No problem. I already solved it on my own.
We're good.
Whoa. You're even smarter than me? Dang.
Yeah, totally.
He's European. Or Brazilian, one or
yeah.
the other.
Those South Americans.
So I actually forgot something in that room up there, but
But you don't give a fuck?
yeah, I will give a fuck later when I notice.
Oh, okay.
So this guy's pretty awesome.
Jester
Jester
Thomas.
Thomas.
Yeah, he invades us like other players would, but he's not another player, he's an NPC. And he will set us on fire.
Very
you can also
Unique kind
summon...
of humor.
Yeah, the best part is that you can also summon him for another boss fight way earlier in the main game. And he can kill that boss on his own. No help
Dang.
required at all. And now we have to fight him.
We need a Jester Thomas amiibo.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But-
I'm a
but I-
Nintendo guy.
Yeah,
Go
I
for
bet
it.
they'd be sold out really quick though.
Yeah.
Some asshole would probably just buy them all.
Yeah, like the guy who bought all the Rosalinas.
Is that glowing thing in the air something you just don't want to touch?
Well, I do want to touch it actually. It is a healing sphere. It is a pyromancy called Warmth, and whenever we stand close to it, it heals us.
Even
And
though...
even though it's his spell, yeah.
Oh my god!
So that just happened.
The manliest death yet.
Damn.
Yeah, I get set on fire completely.
You just
That
stood there
Jester
and took
is-
that.
It's
That's a
kind of
very
an
dark
inversion
sense of
from what
humor.
it did in Dark Souls New Game Plus, where I was the one setting things on fire constantly.
It's a nice little callback there. Just worked well.
Yeah, that's actually me from Dark Souls 1.
Oh,
Okay.
so Jester Thomas is you.
Yeah, totally.
Is that a first name Jester, last name Thomas type thing, or?
Like Jester Harrison?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you, it's a secret.
Sorry, I don't want to spoil about the apparently dead Jester,
Yeah.
or the vanquished Jester. Pardon.
We could have made this fight a lot easier on us by just going down here in that water, because there's a lot of water here.
And I'm
Of
taking
course.
it that puts out the fires.
Water, the perfect weakness to fire.
Now, you may want to check out those things as they just run past them.
Uh-huh. Giant water kimono dragons?
They are mouths with legs.
I've been described as that before.
Well, but that's a literal mouth with legs.
Oh, okay.
And now I noticed that I forgot something.
And so you're spinning in circles.
Da 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 dum bum.
Yeah, so I need an item to actually interact with that object there, so let's go back and get it, because it's kind of important to actually progress.
Noted.
Yeah, I was so intent on skipping a lot of things that I skipped something that I cannot skip. By the way, another puzzle.
Okay, when does it
you
start?
Wow. That was a brainbuster. How did you figure out that one?
Yeah, there is a slightly more complex puzzle in this room, but we're not gonna do it
Oh
because
god,
we
look
don't have
out!
to.
What's with
Yeah, I
those
don't care.
invisible guys?
They're invisible.
Fair enough.
With the Dragonstone, we can now basically raise that bridge, which gives us another way inside that Dragon Sanctum, which I would describe as a temple. So that's the temple we're in now, the Zelda Temple, or rather we're not.
Damn,
inside
we're
anymore,
just
actually.
now getting into the temple?
We just were inside it. We went out again to open another way inside it.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So now you can get in again?
Yes, only this time we're gonna see a different part of it.
Oh, so it's like the Shadow Temple going in at one point, or maybe the Spirit Temple going in at one point, out at one point, changing things and going in again.
Sure.
Was that the desert one? Because I don't remember.
Yes.
Good, then I remember.
Okay.
I haven't played it, so...
Now you just have to travel back 7 years and then go in as a little boy, or... Is that how this works?
This is absolutely something that you can do here. Like, the Souls games, or rather Dark Souls 1 in particular, could be described as a modern-day Zelda.
Okay.
Rather the original one, not the more recent ones.
I had it on PC, so it was shit and I never played it.
Zelda?
No, the...
The Dark Souls,
Yeah, that
probably.
PC Zelda game, you know.
Yeah, even with DS Fix, it's kind of hard for me to actually play it on PC,
Yeah, I noticed.
which is supposed to improve things that are not as good.
Right.
Didn't something happen with DS Fix recently? Like it was bought out by somebody or something?
I don't seem to remember that, but I don't exactly follow with that stuff either.
So the dragon doesn't really maintain his sanctum very well.
Well, it's not like he's there to maintain the sanctum. He's the one being worshipped.
He needs a crew of engineers.
He's the Hulkster, remember? He's got all this Hulkamania stuff.
I'd say instead of some dragon mages, he needs some dragon maids.
Could be.
That's technically possible, I guess, in this game.
I wasn't even trying to be like that, but okay. He does need to spruce up his place. God, it looks like
Yeah,
shit.
look at, yeah. Could use a good cleaning. Not to mention,
It's
some
falling apart.
floor repair.
Yeah, I could like get some armor set that looks slightly made-ish, turn myself into a female, and transform myself into a dragon.
Oh, but then you're getting into fanfic territory.
Yeah, I was going to say that's about half the internet right there.
I'm just gonna say this is possible in this game. Except maybe for the maid outfit, I don't think there is one.
Bonfire lit.
Yes, this is very hidden and very important because it gives us a very quick and simple way back to the boss.
And now, the selection.
Yes, the whole loadout thing. I normally cut this out, but I didn't.
But we get the full experience.
Yes,
course,
I wanted you to see exactly which spells I choose and then never use.
Okay, does it matter? Because I don't actually know what any of this means.
Yeah.
This doesn't matter, no.
Okay.
All I saw was a bunch of fire-looking things.
Yes, it's all fire.
As
And
it should be.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Power to the pyros.
I think, as we described before, that if fire is not the solution to your problem is that you're not using enough fire.
Yeah, we've established that. It's actually, like, common sense by now.
I believe so, yes.
So
Yep.
we're getting closer to the singing, as you may have noticed.
Has anyone, like, has occupational health and safety been in there? Like, they need
Yeah,
railings on those broken stairways. It's just not safe.
Well, I don't think anyone cares anymore at this point. It's been too long.
Perhaps
But
they
there
have
you-
gone in, and then the dragon doesn't like their tone of voice, so he burns them up.
Yeah, so this boss is pretty difficult.
So, she's going to help you rot forever? The squalid...
This is something that she intends to do, but thing is that even if you die, you don't die, you just respawn at the last bonfire, and this isn't just a gameplay abstraction, it's actually kind of, sort of explained in the lore as, well, it has an explanation, let's go with that.
Sure.
So to make this fight easier, I've actually used an item called the Bright Bug, which increases my attack power and reduces the damage that I take.
Is that why your sword is on fire?
No, I actually, that's because it set my sword on fire, that has nothing to do with that.
Oh. Fire really is the answer.
Absolutely. Where have you been?
Well, I'm down south. I should know about heat being the answer.
Yeah, so this boss is, it's China, and she has the ability to summon Shawn Michaels' spirit for some reason. But I looked away for a second. Did she actually summon someone aside from those skeletons yet?
There's a invisible guy running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Shawn Michaels.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's called Velstad in the game for some reason, but much like the dragon is called Hulk Hogan, I call that guy Shawn Michaels. But there's no real good reason for it aside from that I know the true lore of this game.
It's all a big wrestling conspiracy?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I will get into it a lot more
Oh, so
in
this is Dark
just a
Souls
second.
Wrestling Association.
Yes,
There you are.
exactly.
See, if I'd known that, I'd know what to prepare for. So, Elana the Squalid Queen is a tribute to Captain Lou Albano.
She's China, I already said that.
Oh, China, right.
Yeah. Captain Lou Albano, though,
I thought you just
is the
meant that
best
she was
Mario
Chinese.
ever. Just needed to get that in there.
Hell yeah. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, she's dead now.
Oh!
Huh.
Perfect timing.
That looks
So
like a
there's
dragon
wall.
there. Just saying. And it's looking at you. You know those old pictures
oh.
where the eyes seem to follow you everywhere?
Yeah.
I think
How
that's
do you
what they
know
were...
the eyes aren't following you?
Well, I don't. I had an old picture once and the eyes followed me everywhere, which was crazy because it was a landscape.
The hills have eyes. So more sword and fire setting, just to be sure.
Well,
Yeah,
again,
that definitely is on fire.
if fire isn't the answer, you're just not using enough of it.
And
look, it's a
there's
dragon.
Hulk Hogan again.
Oh, hey, buddy!
So let me explain the
Oh,
lore
God.
behind Hulk Hogan here. Hulk Hogan was worshipped by the WWF fandom, but eventually the Ultimate Warrior showed up, and the Ultimate Warrior gravely wounded Hulk Hogan. But from the wound oozed out the power of Hulkamania, and it engulfed the entire city and killed everybody inside it. And that's why we only saw undead enemies. There, I explained it.
Okay.
Alright, that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
See, why didn't you try waving to him, though? That seemed to make him really friendly at first.
It's kind of hard to do that when he charges at you and throws fireballs your direction.
Well, I guess maybe you just didn't wave enough for him to see.
I think he got the idea the first time, and he didn't care, it seems.
So why is he called the Slumbering Dragon when he's clearly awake?
Well, he was slumbering. Or the Hulk Hogan was slumbering, but then the Ultimate Warrior woke him up, yes.
Ah.
This does mirror the actual lore, by the way.
Which is, frankly, terrifying.
Yeah, only the Ultimate Warrior is actually called York by the game, but no one knows why. Because Ultimate Warrior clearly is the... Oh yeah, yes, yeah, you still can chop off tails. Though you don't get any weapons for it anymore.
That's too bad.
Well, why don't you just pick up his tail and smack him around with it?
I think the tail already despawned. At least, I think it should do that. Which is very sad, because I would just love to just take that tail and whip him with it. It could be a whip-type weapon.
Stop
They
hitting
are in
yourself.
that game.
Stop hitting yourself.
I think the referee would call a foul on that, though.
No, he wouldn't. He'd endorse it.
Retrieval.
Yes, this is mostly because he actually died in this fight and cut it out.
Ah.
And
I see they've
retrieved my
updated their
souls.
grammar, though.
You know, they intentionally made it worse for the first game because I think they fixed it at some point. But people liked the bad grammar, so they changed it back. But I'm not even sure if that's true anymore. I just could swear that it is.
Well, it'd be like if they took out the use of English in the Arrow Fighters game. It would just not be as cool.
Not that I know that game or anything.
No, no clue.
There's a dolphin pilot who flies over the Atlantic at one point and says, "I love to go frying."
Because of course it does.
That is a thing that happens. And clearly, Hulk Hogan likes to fry as well.
You know it, brother.
Yeah, I'd say he's not very successful at it, but I did die. and I most certainly died to that one attack.
What is it the first one said? You recovered?
I think so, yes.
As opposed to retrieval.
There'll be no retrievals in my fight. Try to throw out my best Hulk.
Yeah.
Almost sounded more like Randy Savage.
Alright, I should have made
I don't know my...
the Ultimate Warrior Randy Savage and Elana. I should have made Miss Elizabeth. That would have been better.
I don't know my
I fucked it up.
wrestling, so...
I don't either, actually, but you wouldn't believe that.
Well, you're not June.
Yeah, there's that. All I really know is Hulk Hogan, brother. And that's because he was the highest profile wrestler for a long time.
But You don't even know Andre the
Oh,
Giant?
of course. But I know him from The Princess Bride.
That's a perfectly valid place to know him from, yes.
Of course.
So, if all these bosses are wrestlers, when do you get to Mike Tyson?
We don't.
He was removed in the second edition. They've replaced him with Mr. Dream.
Yeah, they replaced him with someone much cooler.
Did he bite another dragon's wing off?
There are no other dragons.
No other dragons?
No.
Well, there's one other dragon, but... No, two other dragons, actually. Yeah, there's more dragons than I thought.
I noticed that victory was achieved, but you didn't defeat it. So...
Yes, that's valid English.
Yes, unfortunately.
Which is very sad.
Yeah.
So hey, we got the thing that the DLC is called after. By the way, this DLC is called Crown of the Sunken King.
Oh, hey, cool.
Oh, so it's a good thing I wasn't expecting a pirate theme this whole time.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that would have been a ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we now have, like, the crown. We can wear it and look like a king, but this sounds much better.
What is that?
That's the Onion Knight helm.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
So we're tributing to old Final Fantasy, then?
Yes.
I think I might have to go buy this game now, if I can play with an onion as a head.